The first question in this passage is a primary purpose question. The question says, through this passage, the author attempts to do which of the following? Here we need to find out why the author has written this passage, for telling what one thing the author has attempted to write this passage. Let's look at our options. First option says, the author attempts to show that Monet evokes a world of color from themes that never before existed within it. The passage talks about Monet's vision, his perspective, and how he used to see things that ordinary person cannot see. But he is not creating, or Monet has not created things that the world did not have, the themes that world did not have initially. He has just given it a more creative and artistic perspective. So option A is incorrect. Option B says the author attempts to show Monet's development increasingly isolated from the avant-garde he helped so to create. If you look at the third last paragraph, it says, the avant-garde was not about criticism so much as abstention. The salon refuse. The exhibition that launched it all was refusal on both sides. The artist stood apart from society, sharing some of its values, violating others, searching for origins of all values. Such idealism makes less and less sense for postmodernism, but it was judgment to be feared. Now here, what the author is trying to say about the avant-garde is that it looked at the world from a new perspective. It tried to force new ideas and judgments. And this is the avant-garde that Monet had helped to create. But the passage does not comment on that Monet became isolated from this avant-garde itself. Hence, option B is incorrect. Option C says, the author attempts to show that in Monet, for the first time, the artist became independent of worldly forms. The independence from worldly forms is not very clearly given in the passage, and we do not know if this is the first time that had happened. So we don't know if Monet was the first person to experience this. Option D says, the author attempts to show that Monet did copy appearance, but he transformed both copying and seeing into a creative art. For this, let's go back to the fourth paragraph. In the fourth paragraph, author says, I think that either concern is correct, but largely besides the point. Monet does focus art on pleasure, but distinct from pleasure of everyday life. He neither glorifies nor assaults the property owner. He sets himself apart. When he paints an urban station, the cloud of smoke hides equally the power of engine and the fatigue of commuter or crew. His indifference and his immersion in modernity asserts the artist's independence, even superiority. The author further says that faced with the same scene, a wealthy tourist might have turned out entirely. A more covert social critique would actually have missed the dark, poignant beauty of their endless labor. Monet is interested in the preconditions of any critical perception. Now, if you look at your fourth option, it says that Monet did copy appearances, which means he drew things that were actually there, so he copied the scenes, but he transformed both copying and seeing into a creative art. So he transformed whatever he saw into something which was more creative and poignant. And that is why option D will be correct.